What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting model review for you guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the AeroClassics 1-to-400 scale Frontier Airlines Boeing 737-200 in their original livery. I really hope you guys are excited for today's model review, as this is a really cool model, certainly very challenging to come across, and I was really fortunate to be able to pick this up from a Waffle Collectibles restock earlier this year. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get the model out of the way, and we'll get started here with the box. Alrighty everybody, so let's get started with the box. So once again, really cool aircraft, very excited to have it as it's a pivotal piece for Retro Tulsa and just overall a really cool piece to the collection. You have the AeroClassics titles right here at Boeing 737 1-to-400 scale, you got the Boeing trademarks right here in the licensing, you get the wing of the 737 Classic as well. Outside that, pretty standard AeroClassics box. Interesting part about this box is there's really no branding for any airlines. There's the Waffle Collectibles database number, by the way. Just says 737 all across it, which definitely looks good, so we're certainly not complaining. 400 scale hangar.net, very interesting to see that there as well. So there's the size of the box. The back of the box also really simple. You got various 737 Classics right there. Also kind of interesting with the tires situation there. So but still looks really good, and you got a really cool 737 Classic there on the backdrop to kind of round that out. So looking really good there, and let's go ahead and bring in this beautiful model and take a look at it in all of its glory. So as I was referring to, this model is super hard to come across, very desirable among all retro collectors. They flew to a bunch of places. These 737-200s were pretty much the backbone. It would be the equivalent of their Airbus A390, or really A320s today, A320neos particularly as of late, because that is really what they fly. So really cool to see all these Boeing 737-200s they had, and again, super fortunate to get one. Re-release definitely needs to be done, whether AeroClassics does it or Gemini Jets or somebody else, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into the details and see what this little guy is all about. Let's get started. My phone angled up nicely here, and we will go ahead and get into the details of the 737-200 for Frontier. Starting right here with the cockpit windows, they look really good on this aircraft, along with the nose cone. Nice and proportionally shaped. AeroClassics mold does a really good job representing this, so you'd love to see that. You also have the black nose as well. Let me see if I can tilt that so I can kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So as you can see, the black nose looks really good there, and I think they did a really good job of casting that. So overall, a really nice piece right there, and they did a really great job. You also have the nose landing gear and nose landing gear door. It has 370 on it for the middle three numbers of the registration, which is very cool. And then you have the really cool Frontier livery. So we start here with a mid-tone orange, then we go more into a mid-tone red, followed by maroon, and then we go back to this kind of creamish whitish shade. So it's really cool to see this in its various ways right there. We also have the metallic underbelly, which is really cool. And then we go into the L1 door, and then the ladder piece right here. This is the carve out with the ladder would come down. So really cool to see that. You have the Frontier logo that they're now using nowadays. I'm not sure if the old and new Frontier are affiliated, but they still have the same logo, so very cool to see that right here. You get the Frontier billboard titles. This aircraft in the Southwest hybrid livery, two models that are really common, and they go for so much on eBay. So it was really surreal to finally get a model of this, and it was really clutch timing. So I was very happy about that. But nevertheless, here is the Frontier. I believe during this time was still all economy, but I'm not completely sure. So that's what we have right here. And then we have the middle door right here. Along with that, we have the one-piece wing root here on the AeroClassics mold, which looks super good. A little bit of a gap, but not too bad. You also got the emergency exit pad right there. And then you have the wing right here, which has your flaps, slats, and speed brakes. So all those look fantastic in their various ways. Then right here you have the orange that goes up into a big piece, the red which goes up into the big piece, and then a maroon which goes up into a big piece. So really cool to see the livery kind of split off there and connect over the middle. So that's really cool, and it even goes up into the tail a little bit. But before that cuts off, we have just enough room to fit in the L2 door before it gets striked by the livery. Then we have the registration November 7300 Foxtrot. So very interesting registration, but very cool at the same time. That might be a 0. It's a 0 or a O, so I'm not completely sure. But still looks really good right there nevertheless. And then of course we have the Frontier tail. Again, the same logo that they're using today on the current Frontier. However, this time it was more advertised as an orange rather than a green. So very unique and really cool during the time. You also have the horizontal stabilizers and some rudder detail. Not too much on the APU, but still some really good characteristics there on this mold as well. On the right side, not too many other differences, but you do have the baggage doors as well, so that's really nice. And we absolutely love to see that effort there in general. Top of the aircraft is very simple, as you can see right here. We do have a beacon, but that's pretty much all she wrote for that, so looking very good right there. And then the bottom of the aircraft's really simple. You got a stand hole. The main landing gear also looked really good if I wasn't able to get in on that on the previous pass over it, and then the metallic also looks really cool from this underneath perspective as well. So what's the verdict on this aircraft? Well, it's a very good one. AeroClassics did a really good job casting this model, and I think they did a really good job in various ways. It's a really beautiful plane, from the various details of the livery to the mold to just everything in general, and especially considering how challenging these are to find, it's really cool to see that one has been done here in the 1:400 scale. Just very challenging to come across. So really fortunate to have this aircraft in my collection. It's a really cool one, and ultimately, with many characteristics, is a really pretty plane. So I highly recommend picking one up if you can find one, keyword find one, because they are very challenging to come across. I looked for several months to finally come across this one on the WAP Collectibles restock. I've seen this one in the Southwest Hybrid delivery sell for over $300 at times on eBay, but luckily I was able to pull this one in. I think it was like $70 or $75 on the Waffle Collectibles restock, so I was really fortunate to be able to snag this up, and it's been a great addition to the collection so far, and I'm really excited to use it in the 70s and 80s at Tulsa International Airport. Again, a really cool plane. They flew these to various cities out of Tulsa, including Wichita, Fort Smith, Oklahoma City, Denver, and did I say Wichita? I think also Springfield or Joplin. They may have did Little Rock. That was the other one. I'm pretty sure they did Little Rock too. So that and the Convaires were the big planes at Tulsa. So it's really cool to have this to represent all that, and I'm really excited to see how we can utilize it in the fleet. So really cool plane. Again, highly recommend it if you can get your hands on one. It's really truly a fantastic airplane, and AeroClassics did a really good job on this model. Again, very nicely detailed, and ultimately a nice simple aircraft typically can be really great. So it was really cool to see how good of a job AeroClassics could do on this airplane, and I'm really excited to see where it can go from here. So yes, nice to get back into the retro department on the model reviews, by the way. I know that we had several modern models there for a little bit of a stretch, so appreciate all the patience for all my retro collectors that really enjoyed these throwback reviews, and that's exactly what we have with this aircraft. And also nice to recognize that it's been about a year of consistent model reviews on my channel, and I've really enjoyed making them in various ways with the retro models, and some of the unique ones, and the modern models, and all the various aircraft that we get on here. Flaps down, interactive series. It's been really cool to branch out on all these various elements, and it's nice because it gives you guys some more content to watch, especially on some of your guys' favorite models, but it also gives me something that's not too challenging to make, not too time consuming, but also provides plenty of consistency here on the channel as well. So all in all, I think that it's been a really great series for the channel. Yes, simple, and sure, it doesn't get as many views as some of my other videos, which doesn't really matter to me as long as people are enjoying them, which it appears to be that people are. That's what matters to me, and it appears that all of you are enjoying them. So thank you so much for all your support. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm really excited to see what's to come here in the near future with AeroClassics, Gemini Jets, NG models, and all the other manufacturers. Stay on the lookout for all the future content to come, and again, I really appreciate all the support, everybody. But with all that being said, everybody, that'll do for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.